Hey everybody, welcome back. I'm TOS and you're watching Hello Good Game. We have a really special week this week. Not only do we have new graphics for the channel and new animations, we have a new guest as well. Capta, you may have seen him in the comments the last couple weeks. He has begun to partake himself. He has done a deck for us. It is Jizaki Heroes, best of 1 and best of 3 with sideboard guide, so I hope you're really looking forward to seeing that. I know I am. Quick reminder to our gem giveaway winners, we are still looking for you guys. We've got a couple of you, but make sure you check out, I guess it must be phase 3, gem giveaway phase 3, the last gem giveaway video. Search it in my video, and in the comments you're going to see all the winners, and if you're one of them, congratulations. If not, better luck next time. Anywho, today we are looking at a couple original decks I've made. I made 2 variations of it for you guys. We have video for both. One is removal centric, which I think is the better, and the other is just stopping damage and like stalling your opponent, which I do like, but we ran into a couple difficulties. So we'll get into the damage stopping or the root snare deck first. It is a multicolored deck, a rainbow deck, a Warburg. The decks are after the Warburg banking family. It is focused primarily on things being cheaper for you and more expensive for your opponent, which is really great. I'll get rid of this there, don't need that beeping. So we have things like the God Pharaoh statue, which is going to make things for our opponents to cast cost more. And then we are using treasure tokens to create things to be cheaper for us, primarily Smothering Tithy. Now this is in both decks here. Smothering Tithy and God Pharaoh statue I find match up really good together, because things are going to cost 2 more for them, and they're going to have to pay 2 unless, and if they don't, you get a token. So the chances of them having 4 mana per turn to spend on nothing is not very likely, right? So this is a great way just to basically shut out your opponent. It's just like, it doesn't matter how many cards you have, I have way more availability than you. And we have a 1-draw engine. It's Karn, Scion of Urza. So this is really cool. Reveal the top 2 cards of your library. An opponent chooses one of them, put that card into your hand, and then the other gets exiled with a silver counter on it. And then his -1 is put a card you own with a silver counter on it from exile into your hand. And then -2, which is one of our win conditions here. Create a 0/0 colorless construct artifact creature token. With this creature gets +1/+1 for each artifact you control. So a couple win conditions now that we're on that topic. We have Revel in Riches. Whenever a creature an opponent control dies, create a treasure token, and then at the beginning of your upkeep, if you control 10 or more treasure tokens, you win the game. Which is great. So we could accumulate 10 treasures to win. We could create a huge Karn artifact creature to win, which is probably the least likely, but maybe the most fun. And then our third win condition is Tezzeret, Master of the Bridge, +2 ability. Tezzeret, Master of the Bridge, deals X damage to each opponent, where X is the number of artifacts you control. You gain X life. So this is really great, especially if we have multiple treasures on the field, right? Because these each are artifacts as well. We have a couple other cool tricks. We have 1 Helm of Hosts. So at the beginning of your combat turn, create a token that's a copy of an equipped creature, except that token isn't a legendary if it's equipped. If equipped creature is legendary, that token gains haste. And we are equipping this to our Rapacious Dragon. So it has flying. It's a 3/3 for 5, so kind of expensive. However, when it enters the battlefield, create 2 treasure tokens. So if Helm of Hosts is on our dragon, we're going to be getting 2 treasure tokens every combat phase, which is great. We also have Golos, Tireless Pilgrim. This is a nice ramp card. You play it, you get to search your deck for a land, put it in the battlefield. And then his ability, which costs 7, 1 of each color, which isn't a problem because we run Chromatic Lantern right here. So you can pay 7 and exile the top 3 cards of your library. You may play them this turn without paying their mana cost, which is groovy. Because you can do that multiple times a turn as well if you had unlimited mana somehow. So, like I mentioned earlier, this was the Root Snare deck where we're just trying to stuff out our opponent. So we can prevent all combat damage that would be done this turn, and then we're going to pull it out of the graveyard with our Tameo and replay it, and +1's Tameo looking for root snares. If we don't need the root snares and we have the treasures, we're just looking to end the game, we could go with a Revel in Riches or our Tezzeret, right? A couple other things to fill in the deck. Paradise Druid that helps us ramp. Treasure Map helps us search through the deck a little bit more efficiently. Also will draw us card. Also gets us treasures, so really helpful there. Chromatic Lantern just makes our land be able to tap for any color, and it itself can tap for any color, which is fun. Smothering Tithy, we talked about that. Trove of Temptation. Each opponent must attack you or a planeswalker you control with at least one creature each combat if able, and then at the beginning of your end step, create a treasure token. So this is going to create more treasures for us. And we have a single copy of Sanguine Sacrament. You gain twice X life, and you put it in the bottom of your owner's library, or your library, obviously, because you're the owner. This is just a last-ditch effort to gain life for us, because lots of the times we have so many treasures, we're just lacking a little bit of life. And this just keeps going into the library, which is great. So that's the deck. Stuff out damage, accumulate treasures, smash your opponent. Pretty easy. This is going to be the second match that we play today, so stay tuned. Check out the first one. We're going to go through the card list right now. But if you're interested in seeing this, definitely stay tuned for the second match. Because it was a nail biter. We got very, very lucky. So during this match, actually, we came to the conclusion that we could be executing this strategy much, much quicker with more removal and less preventative. So we ditched all 4 of our root snares. We ditched a Rapacious Dragon. We ditched our Helm of Hosts because it was kind of expensive. And we really focused on some core principles here. And they are artifacts and destroying creatures. Because Revel in Riches, whenever a creature an opponent controlled dies, you create a treasure token. So if you can wipe 6 of your opponent's creatures, you just got 6 tokens, baby. You have 2 Revels of Riches out, you just got 12, you're done. So that's fun. We also have Fountain of Renewal. This is a little bit more life gain to add some stability to the deck, because we were getting aggroed out sometimes before we could get to our field wipes. And it is a late game draw, which is nice as well, and an artifact for Tezzeret, which is really fun as well. Other than that, the deck is identical. We have 2 Prison Realms, right? This is a removal for planeswalkers and creatures. It's an exile, not a destroy, so we're not 100% sure on here. We may switch our Prison Realms to an Elder Spell. We were daydreaming about this today. See, because this is destroy, which we need. However, Revel in Riches is only concerned about creatures, so that's irrelevant for us. We're going to leave it the way it is for now. Let me know if you guys think Elder Spell is a better option here. However, we have 4 Kai's Wrath, so this is extra removal. And that is absolutely it. So we switched 4 Kai's Wraths for 4 Root Snares. We dropped a Rapacious Dragon and a Helm of Hosts. Also a Golas. We added 2 Paradise Druids and 2 Fountain of Renewals. That's that. I hope you enjoy today's videos. I guess just to reiterate, this is the exact same strategy, obviously, except you're destroying creatures now to trigger your Revel of Riches rather than just stuffing out damage. So, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. A quick reminder that all subscribers are entered in to win up to 500,000 in gems. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go and watch my first gem giveaway video to familiarize yourself with all of that. And yeah, also let me know what you guys think of the new graphics in the channel. I'd love your feedback. We spent a lot of time on them, and I know we really like them and we're really excited, but mostly it's about you guys as well. So yeah, let's hear some feedback, right? Makes our opponent's spells cost 2 more to cast. So when we have that out with Smothering Tithy, they're gonna have to pay 2 to give us to make it so we don't get a treasure token, right? And then their stuff's gonna cost 2 more, so we're taking up 4 of their mana every turn potentially, which is really, really great for us, not so much for them. It's not a bad draw hand because we do get into our lantern. We have no ramp, which is unfortunate, but I think we can make the best of this situation for sure. We've worked in a lot more removal, I guess, right? Via the Kai's Wrath and Cleansing Novas. as we see here. We could have went in with a another shock land here. Probably could save ourselves 2 lives. But I don't think that is going to matter much. And he's going to keep putting out tokens with Field of the Dead. We're going to Cleansing Nova, and with 2 Revel and Riches, we're going to get 2 treasures for each creature destroyed here. And that's 2, 4, 6, 8 already. We need 10 to win the game, so if he puts another creature down, we're going to win the game. Easy as that. Of course, I do have to survive another turn, because we're going to have to pay our Rebel one here, which is fine. And, yeah, that should be game, I believe. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, which will give us those 10 tokens. And at the beginning of our next upkeep, we will win the game. So he'll need to destroy 2 enchantments as well, which is... this is great, but I mean, it's getting destroyed anyways, so good luck with that. It's just giving me more treasures, which I absolutely love. That's that. Easy as that. There's not much you can do. I think the house always wins, yeah? So it's a pretty fun deck. I mean, Mondays we're doing original decks here, and then tomorrow we're going to do a draft. Let me know in the comments if you'd rather see Ravnica draft or 2020 draft. Either or is fine with me. I basically we like it. We have Ramp, we have a Cleansing Nova, we even have a Revel in Riches to combo with our Cleansing Nova. Yeah. Turn 2 Paradise Druid, turn 3 Lantern, turn 4 Riches, turn 5 probably Cleansing Nova. Let's hope he's playing some sort of ramp deck with Llanowar Elves, Incubation Druids, which we no longer see. Things of the like. Potentially a Vampire deck. We could get good value with a wipe as well. Opening up with a Temple Garden. Temple of Mystery. That's okay. We do get our life gain, which is great. We don't really have so much token generation here. If this is a Scape Shift deck, we could beat him if he doesn't have a Teferi. These are save you till after our Cleansing Nova. When he enters the battlefield, surveil 1, you can pay X, become a copy of target creature card in your graveyard with converted mana cost X, except it is this gentleman in the legendary in addition to other types and has this ability, so you can continue to transform. Which is a great thing for us to cleansing over, right? Could have removal for our Paradise Druid, but I doubt it. So we need to play our relevant next. That's okay, I guess. There's been worse things than that for sure. It's just another target for us. 1, 2, 3, 4. Secondary Rebel Enriches, which is basically a good game. Let's try in. Why not? The land's not going to get me anywhere, really. I'll keep it just because we're playing Rebel Enriches next turn anyways. So to draw another card would be basically useless. We may as well take the land while we can use it, even though we don't really need it. Yeah. So he's not in too bad of a position. He shouldn't be quitting. Strategy. Paradise Druid we don't need at this point because we're going to sacrifice things. But I guess that would get us 2 tokens, so maybe we should have kept it. Let me know in the comments what you think of that. Probably should have kept my Paradise Druid to get double tokens, yes? No? Ooh, this is getting a little aggressive. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're getting pretty close to just having it anyways. We do have 16 life, so we could take a couple hits. Whenever Dream Eater enters the battlefield, it's real 4. When you do, you turn target to its owner's hand, and he does our treasures map, which is great. Very nice. No blockers. Here's our secondary rope, which is deal with it, punk. And I guess let's go as far as treasure map as well. Obviously, he can deal with my Paradise Druid, but what's otherwise? Ooh, nice. This is going to be a tasty cleansing over. Perfect game. We win anyways with our Rebel Enriches, which is absolutely great. Give him our signature hello good game. There's 10. Next end turn. He has 1 turn to do 6 damage, and or remove both of our riches. Yeah. So you can see just how powerful that card is when combined with the Cleansing Nova or Kaya's Wrath. Hey, what do you guys think of that commercial? We're working on peppering in a couple new features to the game. We've got a new intro, I'm sure you've seen that. The subscription reminder, we've got that. And we also made a nifty logo that I'll make sure to pepper in as well. So let me know what you think of all that new stuff. I'd really appreciate your feedback. I think it'll really bring some more value to the channel, make it look a little more professional, right? So for our second match here today, I don't have any live voice for it. We were just recording on stream. But I decided to include it anyways because, like I mentioned earlier, we originally started this deck with Root Snare. So you're going to get to see how that would have worked, and maybe it will fit your playstyle better than just the pure removal. Because you can get it to work, it just is maybe a little bit more risky, and you don't have the Fountain of Renewals for the life for the Tezzeret ability. But nonetheless, preventing all combat damage is a huge advantage, especially when you have Timeo to search for more Root Snares and to bring old Root Snares back from the graveyard. So a super powerful deck. I hope you guys enjoy this video. I'm going to pop in and out of it here and there with little tidbits. So at this point, I'm pretty sure our opponent thought he had won the game. We're down to 3 health. Things do not look good, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my goodness. And he's playing more creatures on top. He's still got 17 health. He's got 4 creatures on the field. We only have 1. But look at that draw, baby. Woohoo! That is a root snare, and we're going to get super greedy with it. Throw down our smothering Tithy. Count our land. Surveil the situation. Do a little simple mathematics, I suppose. Slow math, I like to call it also. We let our opponent's turn go, and we are going to root snare up from here until the end of eternity.
Let us see if your talents are worth cataloging. The past is never forgotten. Let me aid your research. No tail should be discarded.
Do not get in my way. More power!
Now at this point, he sees my final root snare. He knows he's going to get rid of it. He knows he still has a ton of health. So he's just going to attack me. He's going to take a little bit of damage next turn from my artifacts. Only 3 artifacts on the field. So Tezzeret's not doing that much damage, and I'm not getting that much life. He should be able to outbash me after this final root snare. So that's that. And lo and behold, we are a lucky duck yet again with another root snare. We're going to get greedy. We're going to go for our Helm of Hosts. We're going to put this directly onto our dragon, which is going to create 2 treasures every time it enters the battlefield. Just doing a little bit more slow math, also known as simple mathematics. So we're putting Helm of the Hosts on our Rapacious Dragon because when it enters the battlefield, it creates 2 more treasures. And I almost used my Tezzeret ability here, but we have to wait because the Helm of Hosts creates a copy at the beginning of our combat. So we wait here, we go to our combat phase. 2 more treasures, thank you very much. Let's end our combat phase now. We still have a root snare available. We get our attacks in, because why not? We're root snaring next turn, right? So we may as well smash. Now we use our Tezzeret ability. We have 2 extra artifacts, which is absolutely great, plus our root snare. So we're going to end our turn there because we don't want to spend too many of our treasures, right? We also have the God Pharaoh statue, which is going to kill him next turn anyways, so it doesn't even matter. He could attack with everything, and it's not enough. I do not believe. We also have Goalless for a blocker. Too little, too late. So sorry, my friend. Hello, good game. It's at this exact moment that our opponent questions his very existence and how to cope with it. Alright, well that's game, guys. Thanks for watching again. I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and we're going to see you all tomorrow.